Hello and welcome to Chasing the Target. Today is going to be an exciting episode for me and Mustafa, especially because the first ODI is about to start tomorrow. I think it's 1:30 India time, and the city that it's going to happen in is both of ours, which is Hyderabad, and obviously Siraj as well. We'll be speaking about a lot of things today, from the SAT 20 to the India New Zealand preview to the press conference that just happened of Rohit Sharma. But yeah, I have with me the boss finally without any internet issues. Mustafa, bhai, how are you doing, bro?
I'm doing well, man. I'm doing well. Sorry, the last few days were busy, but back in it now and focused. Very excited for tomorrow. I wish we could have gone to the game because it's in Hyderabad, Zabardast Ranga, I think. So
I know you've been thinking about doing a late night flight instead of
it's worth it.
escape in the night.
It's always worth it, but maybe a bit more planning. It's better. लेकिन बहुत excited हूँ. Like over there, the boys are in Hyderabad. They're meeting Tollywood stars. Junior NTR is like
Yeah.
chilling with the guys, and it's good to see like there are places where we've seen since we're kids, right? Like Hyderabad is something we've seen from before, so it's good to see like the Indian cricketers there enjoying Hyderabad and meeting some of their celebrities, their fans. डॉक्टर फूडी बोल रहा
Mhm.
आजा भाई देखो मैं रेडी हूँ यहाँ पे कोई है जो दुबई दुबई का लत लग गया किसी को और उन्होंने नहीं आना चाहते तो थोड़ा कॉम्प्रोमाइज
इसलिए
करने
उन्होंने
की
खाली आपको बोल रहे भाई आ जाओ, मेरे को नहीं बोल रहा हूँ, इसलिए आपको ही बोल रहा आ जाओ भाई।
कोई दुबई
नहीं बट
छोड़ना नहीं चाह रहे हम तो प्लानिंग भी नहीं करना चाह रहे मैं बोला तो फिर अब थोड़ा सोच रहे हो ना जाना है नहीं जाना है 3 घंटे में
मैंने
फ्लाइट है
मेरी गूगल हिस्ट्री उठा के देख लो, मैं सब चीज रिसर्च कर रहा था मैं। बहरहाल, but coming to the point of India, New Zealand, so like we heard Rohit Sharma, a few things that he was talking about Siraj, and he was talking about Shreyas injury, Ishan Kishan's possibilities. What do you take away from the press conference from Rohit Sharma?
what will I take away I will tell you that in our next segment which is fresh off the press. नंबर वन टेक अवे ईशान किशन मिड ऑर्डर में बैटिंग कर रहा नंबर टू टेक अवे ही डिडंट नो दैट दिस इज सिराज फर्स्ट गेम एट होम in Hyderabad, but he's
Hmm.
very excited and Siraj का बहुत तारीफ करा and the third thing that I took from this press conference is that he prefers matches if they start a bit earlier to negate the dew factor, but he was asked that question, he didn't see it himself उनको पूछे कि भाई अगर अर्ली स्टार्ट टाइम है तो आप प्रेफर करते क्या इज लाइक आइडियली आई वुड लाइक एनीथिंग व्हिच विल नेगेट द ड्यू सो आई डोंट माइंड मगर वो ब्रॉडकास्टर के हाथ में मेरे हाथ में नहीं है सो दीस आर द थ्री थिंग्स दैट आई काइंड ऑफ नोटिस्ड डिड यू नोटिस एनीथिंग क्या बिरयानी खाया क्या खाए रोहित शर्मा आज हैदराबाद में बोलो क्या कौन सी चाय पिए क्या क्या करे क्या किधर बैठे हुए नो
रोहित शर्मा ज्यादा कुछ नहीं, फिर आई थिंक चाहल और ये ऑल द जूनियर जो बच्चे हैं, जूनियर एनटीआर से मिले जूनियर बच्चे, तो आई थिंक वही इन लाइन फिर रहे थे। आई एम प्रीटी श्योर
सिराज
सिराज आई
गाड़ी
थिंक
आता है
बैक
इसके पीछे किधर किधर फिर ले रहे थे
बैक
कि
उसका उसका ही शायद जीटी वीटी आएगी, लेकिन last time Siraj played an IPL game in Hyderabad, I know he invited Virat Kohli and everybody to his house. I'm pretty sure he'll do it again. And yeah, like you mentioned, जिस तरीके से उन्हें बोला था कि सिराज का पहला मैच है घर पे, it'll be interesting, और मुबारकबाद देता हूँ मैं उनको। इवन लाइक बीइंग इन दुबई और एनीवेयर वी आर राइट नाउ, अपन को भी इतनी एक्साइटमेंट हो रही है भाई हैदराबाद में, क्योंकि मैचेस कंसिस्टेंटली नहीं होते। यहाँ हमारे डॉक्टर साहब बोल रहे कि हाउ फैज जल्लू है लाइट लेके आप आ जाओ, टिकट मेरे पे। भाई खुद का टिकट खुद पे नहीं है लड़ा खुद का टिकट का पहले कर लो, फिर दूसरों को बोलो।
मैच
चिराग
का
भाई आगे,
टिकट
चिराग। हाँ, मैच का टिकट नहीं, फ्लाइट का टिकट वो भी नहीं बोल रहे हो। बाबर भाई,
बाबर
इमरान, अरे 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 भाई, नहीं भाई, ये तो आई फील थोड़ा
अरे वो
ये
भी खबर है भाई वो भी
खबर
खबर है
तो है, खबर तो है, लेकिन भाई
मगर
मैं ये मीम पेजेस पे इसका रोटेशन बहुत हुआ है। एंड जिस तरीके से मैं जो देखा था, कि जो तरीका बाबर दिख रहा था वो बहुत सुक्का बाबर दिख रहा था। इट वाज नॉट बाबर आजम फ्रॉम एनी एंगल। सो आई स्टैंड विद बाबर आजम। एंड भाई चिराग भाई, तुम तो बहुत जल्दी इमरान हाशमी चले गए।
well, I'm
टोली
not
चौकी में से सिराज अभी कॉल करके पूछता हूँ भाई, मैं सिराज टोली चौकी में है, कहाँ है, मेरे भतीजे का लड़का है ना, ऐसा पूछ रहे तो।
नहीं he's
बट
मैं अभी टीम होटल में ही हूँगा बिकॉज उन लोग का मैच से
यार,
पहले कर्फ्यू रहता मगर सुबह में गया हूँगा टोली चौकी जहाँ भी घर है उसका आई थिंक उन्हें पहले टोली चौकी में रहता था या कौन सा है दूसरा जगह टोली चौकी के पास जो है मेहदीपट्टनम वहां पे रहता था शायद नाउ आई थिंक ही मूव्ड आई एम नॉट श्योर बट he probably went to his house in the morning मगर रात में आई थिंक कर्फ्यू रहता तो उन लोग अभी पार्क हयात में है तो अगर Dr.
हाँ,
Foodie want to do some vlogs in Park Hyatt, test out the buffet, you will find the players over there chilling. Especially breakfast time चलेगा तो खत्म मिल जाते पूरे.
या आई थिंक सनराइजर्स जब हैदराबाद में थे मुस्तफा काफी जाते थे ब्रेकफास्ट करने आई थिंक विद वन ऑफ हिज बेस्ट फ्रेंड्स एंड या काफी लोगों से मिले आई थिंक सैमी से आई थिंक शाकिब उल हसन से भी मिले थे
डॉग
वो टाइम
डॉग साहब के कजन के साथ ही गया था मैं.
हाँ डॉक्टर साहब
कहा
के
मेरे
कजन के
पास
साथ ही गए थे डॉक्टर
मेरे
साहब के
पास
कजन के
नहीं है
साथ ही
उतना leverage. But yeah, Faiz, from the what I was going to say from the press conference,
या
अगर मैं देखूं कि the clarity about the Ishan Kishan mentor, I think that was good. Like I didn't expect that कि भाई उन्हें बोलने वाला है कि इन्हें सीधा middle order में खेलने वाला है and he's going to play. I thought it would be between Ishan Kishan and maybe KS Bharat or Surya Kumar. Also Ishan Kishan, if you notice squad में अगर तुम देखे तो वहाँ पे WK नहीं लिखा हुआ है, wicket keeper नहीं लिखा हुआ है, तो I was a bit confused में खेलेगा नहीं खेलेगा. Now tomorrow, I don't know if him and KS Bharat are going to play both or him and Surya Kumar are going to play. That's the question.
स्क्वाड के हिसाब से तो अभी तो आ गया उसके नाम के पास विकेट कीपर सब प्लस साइन भी है
अब आ
तो
गया
आई
फिर.
थिंक आ गया शायद मे बी इट वाज जस्ट एन एडिटिंग इशू मे बी बट ईशान किशन से भी बात कर रहा था आई थिंक वो शुभमन गिल एंड ईशान किशन आजकल आई लाइक दिस न्यू थिंग दैट द इंडियन क्रिकेट टीम कर रही है आफ्टर एवरी मैच और समथिंग दे आर हैविंग अ स्मॉल व्लॉग I think before the match where third ODI of Sri Lanka, Kohli and Shubman had a small interaction with their staff, and today I think it was Ishan Kishan and Shubman Gill, and they were asking about Shubman Gill's, call out to the border Gavaskar and all of these things. So it's fun to have these kind of conversations where you're understanding it. By the looks of it, he's very ready for the red ball. He's like, मेरे को मौका होने का है. मेरे dad बहुत ज़्यादा खुश हो गए थे. And how everybody says that this is the real cricket and stuff. So I think यही है. But yeah, apart from that. India, New Zealand, how are you looking at this? Tom Latham leading, Kane Williamson भी नहीं था मेरे को आज जरा एकदम हिटबैक वाले आ रहे हैं केना नाइस नहीं अपने सिटी में तो what are you looking forward to in tomorrow's match?
Latham's batting, he loves playing against India in India. Even in New Zealand, he likes playing against India. उन्हें spin का बहुत अच्छा player है. Record उसका बहुत अच्छा. I think he averages over 60 against India recently. So I'm excited to see him, and he has the responsibility of captaincy. So I'm sure he'll be looking to win matches for his team. Of course, Williamson का नहीं है वहाँ पे, but like whoever plays Nichols or Chapman, I'll be looking forward to how they play, how they approach. थोड़ा सा inexperienced तो रहेगा, but maybe that brings that kind of youth exuberance that maybe they miss, and maybe their run rate will be even better. And another thing that I'm looking forward to is in Hyderabad, man, माहौल बनना चाहिए, मरफा होना वहाँ पे, and in these kind of places, like Hyderabad is kind of starved from international matches. And they had one recently, I think in September, but consistently नहीं रहता. So in these kind of places, hopefully we get big crowds in, people going in, and जब atmosphere माहौल रहता है, if it's a full ground, if it's a full capacity, then और मजा आएगा वहाँ पे. And it's generally Hyderabad, I think, is a turning wicket, if I'm not mistaken. So I think the likes of Kuldeep and I hope he plays, of course, Kuldeep and what's his name, Santner, these guys will definitely have a role to play tomorrow.
Yeah, it is a spinning wicket because we had one of the spinners back in the day. You remember Amit Mishra used to kill it at
Love
home,
it.
and Amit Mishra used to get a lot of wickets. I remember Rajasthan Royals. I went to that match and he got a 2 for 18 or something, and we won that match back in 2013, so a long time ago. Oh, चिराग भाई बहुत ज्यादा आजकल चले आ रहे लाइव ये धनश्री की जब से चार से शादी हुई है तब से अच्छा सारे प्लेयर्स की कमर गई हुई है रील्स बना बना के यार उन्होंने फॉरेनर्स को भी करा रहे तो सबके ऊपर है वेलकम इज बैक मुस्ती
Thank you so
Tekile
much
is
for
back
joining.
welcome to the stream I hope you're doing well please do like and subscribe our channel your channel everyone's channel hopefully we're looking to grow but yeah Tom Latham but the man for me to look at for Mustafa is Devon Conway man the way he's been performing in Pakistan even in a test match he was phenomenal in that opening partnership with Tom Latham and in the last two ODIs also he performed phenomenally well काफी जबरदस्त batting है it looks like he really knows now what shots to play what shots he's getting out on what balls to look at for what balls to go for so Devon Conway is going to be a very key player for New Zealand tomorrow.
No, 100%. मेरे को ऐसा दिखा सिराज खा लेगा उसको, लेकिन yeah, he's someone who's coming out of very good form, attacking player, and once he's set, dangerous हो जाता. Definitely, I agree with you over there. Even his partnership with Finn Allen, अगर दोनों click करे तो जल्दी runs मार सकते हैं. That's where India have to be a bit careful. I think India will be tested more in this series than the Sri Lanka one. Although the T20s maybe Sri Lanka might have given a better challenge, but in one days I think New Zealand are a much better team and they'll definitely give India a good challenge.
Up fresh off the press paper and hence the let's quickly address the इंजरी इन द बैक, दैट इज श्रेयस अय्यर फिर इंजर्ड हो गया। बॉय अच्छा खासा चल रहा था,
Hmm.
कंसिस्टेंसी आ रही थी उसमें, इंटेंट आ रहा था। फिर अब श्रेयस अय्यर के जाने की वजह से आई थिंक सूर्य कुमार को एक थोड़ा एडवांटेज है, बिकॉज सूर्य कुमार विल बी एबल टू प्ले मोर फ्रीली एंड ही विल बी गेटिंग अ प्रमोशन इन द टॉप ऑर्डर, गिवन दैट केएल राहुल भी नहीं है। तो दिस इज सूर्याज मौका टू शाइन। बट श्रेयस अय्यर मैन, ये इंजरी फिर हो गई इसको, क्या सिचुएशन है इसका?
I don't know if it's the wheels or what it is, लेकिन it could be excess of cricket man. उन्हें उन्हें खेल रहा right, बांग्लादेश के सीरीज से लगातार खेल रहा, but again that's not an excuse. I think modern day players need to be fit. They have to expect all these games, but unfortunately this has been the case with the Indian team. This has been the problem. जब भी किसी को form लग रहा है या perform कर रहा, कोई injure हो जा रहा है. Now we have to wait on will he be fit for the Border Gavaskar series, yes or no, we don't know yet. तो एंड ऑल्सो फिर इट गिव्स एन अपॉर्चुनिटी टू समवन लाइक सूर्य कुमार और ईशान किशन, लेकिन जो अच्छा खेल रहा था उसका जगह चला था. आई फील बैड फॉर हिम बिकॉज ही वाज पिकिंग अप फॉर्म डिस्पाइट हिज शॉर्ट बॉल इशू. तो अगेन what's happening in the fitness side of things, how the injuries are going to be taken care of, I'm not sure. I always have a problem because जब ये इंजरीज होते हैं मैं समझता हूँ एक दो हफ्ते में आ जाएंगे वापस, मगर कभी कभी 6-7 महीने हो जाते हैं. करंट प्लेयर्स we've seen that already. So I'm a bit apprehensive about the situation. मेरे को नहीं मालूम exactly क्या होने वाला है. I feel bad because he's in some sort of form. He's actually getting runs under his belt. So if someone else comes in and takes his place, that might be unfair on him in terms of if they come and like just steal the limelight. Like at the same time, what can you do? You have to, if you're injured, you're injured. You have to take your rest, and the healing process needs to start. I just hope it's not a long healing process.
Yeah, and definitely now I think Surya, this is not going to be any other better chance for Surya Kumar Yadav to make most of this 50 over career and sort of try to get into the World Cup squad. इससे अच्छा मौका उनको मिल नहीं सकता, because आपका competition जो है, let's say केएल राहुल and let's say श्रेयस अय्यर ही है, because विराट कोहली को आप नहीं हटा सकते, टॉप ऑर्डर बैट्समैन को किसी को भी नहीं हटा सकते राइट नाउ, एंड ऑब्वियसली रोहित शर्मा है, तो वहां तो 3 पोजीशन आप खा गई हैं. श्रेयस अय्यर वाज दैट वन, उसको भी निकाल दिया. तो अभी अगर ही परफॉर्म्स वेल इन दिस,
निकाले में इंजर हो गया.
मतलब निकल गया, पीछे से निकल गया, पीठ से निकल गया, जो भी बोल दो, लेकिन अभी तो नहीं है. एंड केएल भाई भी ही इज ऑन लीव. So yeah, this is probably going to be the best time. So for Surya Kumar Yadav, how do you think he should approach this 50 overs? Should he just go naturally how he is, or should he sort of tone it down and then build in England, show his maturity? Like, how, if you were
Ideally,
Surya Kumar, how do you think it would be?
ideally you want him to take a bit more time than usual. I think if he just watches the way AB used to play, how he used to approach a one-day innings, maybe something like that, just to keep his place. But me, how I would want to put, let him hit from ball one, because 50 overs again, if you're going to come up against the likes of England and these guys, they're going to hit from ball one. Some of these teams, so I don't mind a player hitting from ball one. But if I am him, how do I approach it? I look at AB, how AB approaches 3 different formats, because I'm not saying Surya is at his level. Like, he's someone like a 360, and AB was that, and but he still could play 3 formats. AB could still hit 20 of 200 balls, or he could hit 200 of 100 balls. So he was that kind of versatile player, and that's something that Surya should definitely look to work on. And I honestly feel on a thode balls le liya, to no issues, right? If he
Yeah,
consumes a
100%.
few deliveries, he can make up that strike rate in no time. So maybe take your time a bit and then see. Also depends on उन्हें कब आएगा, right? अगर उन्हें लास्ट 2-3 ओवर आया जैसे लास्ट गेम में, then he has no choice but to swing. अगर उन्हें 20 ओवर में 15 ओवर में अगर आया, तो then he has to take his time a bit.
Yeah, definitely. थोड़े बहुत comments ले लेते हैं यहाँ से.
ले लो ले लो ले लो ले लो.
सिराज मिया looks great. हम लोगों को बुमराह की याद नहीं दिला रहा, but we still we missed बुमराह, especially in slog overs. And continuing
100%.
to that comment, सिराज का परफॉर्मेंस उमेश एंड शामी को डाउनग्रेड करने लगा है. हाँ, मतलब सिराज का वही जिस तरीके से इवन रोहित शर्मा प्रेस कर रहे थे, एंड जो हम लोग अभी देखते हुए आ रहे हैं सिराज को इन द लास्ट 2 years, ही हैज बीन वेरी गुड. वो की बॉलर बन चुके हैं. लाइन एंड लेंथ की जो बात करी है, ऑब्वियसली उनको मालूम हो गया कि किधर से उनको विकेट निकल सकती है अगर मैं पिच कर रहा हूँ बॉल को. फिर मैंने वही जिस तरीके से बोलते हैं एग्रेसिव इंटेंट ज्यादा है उनकी, आउटस्विंग डिलीवरी डेवलप करी है उन्होंने रिसेंटली में. कटर्स आते हैं उनको, तो ही नोज, और ही हैज अ लॉट ऑफ balls in him, a lot of variations in him, and he's just maturing with time. And जिस तरीके से उनको
Did you say he has a
आईपीएल में
lot of balls in him?
means variations, that's why I said and he had a couple of balls. He had a couple of balls even anyway. But like coming to the cricketing balls and the variations, I would say कि भाई काफी उन्होंने डेवलप करी है स्किल. आईपीएल में काफी उनको मारा गया था, काफी उनको पीटा गया था, बट कमिंग बैक फ्रॉम दैट स्ट्रांगली. एंड जिस तरीके से आप बोले बुमराह की याद उतनी नहीं आ रही, बट मे बी जस्ट इन द स्लॉग ओवर्स. बट आई थिंक उसके लिए अर्शदीप को थोड़ा डेवलप करना पड़ेगा. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट, या सिराज का आपका क्या टेक है?
नहीं देखो, कुछ भी करो बुमराह की तो याद आएंगी, कोई भी रहने दो, कोई भी आने दो. Bumrah is a different beast, man. When it comes to death overs, new ball, his pace, his action is completely different. तो उसकी तो याद आएंगी. But the way Siraj has improved, man, from when we saw him HCCL, he used to play in the same league Fez used to play in. The way, where 2014 Fez, 2013-14, which is like not even 10 years back, 9 years, 8 years. वहाँ पे हम, our friends used to hit him for sixes and stuff. And now the way he bowls, you can't touch him. Like he comes into that same league, हम लोग so bold होने वाले हैं. So the way he's improved, and like you mentioned, not just that, we saw him at a very early phase, but if you see his start of his professional career, whether it's Ranji Trophy or IPL, even then, like you said, unhe expensive tha, he had one or two bad balls in him every single over. That's cut. His control over the new ball has really improved. He's developed a good Yorker. I still feel he can improve in the depth, but there is improvement, and I'm sure he'll continue to improve. I think he's the most improved fast bowler I've seen in India for a while right now, because when he started to play for India, I felt, he's nervous. There's weaknesses in him. He has loose deliveries, but the way he's improved, it's unbelievable. Or pace bhi uska gradually is improved. And first, when we saw him, he was already 22, 23. It wasn't like he was a 16-year-old coming into the thing. So he's developed very quickly from like the age of 23 to 28. What is he now? 28, 29. So he's developed very, very quickly.
100%. I think वही होता है when you play with top level players, you get there's a few players who are really that keen to learn. आपकी keenness of learn पे कितना है, आप कितना सीखने की चाहत है आप में, उसके हिसाब से बताता है. And this guy is someone, आप उसको नीचे नहीं रख सकते. आप मारो अगले मैच में कैसा भी आता वापस जवाब के साथ. And yeah, Siraj का hunger to learn is next to no one. And yeah, you can see the result of trying to improve on your performance consistently. Techie बोलते हैं कि Surya now will be our number 4 in this series. Yes, Surya will be there, and subsequently Chirag Bhai obviously has to say this, that happy to see a series without our star player KL Rahul. थोड़ा बहुत congratulate भी कर दो यार Chirag Bhai. Come on, he's getting married. But yeah, Surya will be our number 4, and that's what we were just.
Is he getting married? That's why he took leave.
Yeah, apparently that's what.
Even Akshar Patel, that's why he took leave.
Akshar Patel is on leave.
Yeah, Akshar Patel is not there either. Is he also getting married?
No, Akshar Patel not getting married. I think they're just giving a marriage before Border Gavaskar. So they're trying to sort of adjust the workloads. ज़्यादा workload नहीं होना, तो workload के ऊपर.
Yeah, अर्शदीप होना चाहिए था स्क्वाड में. देखो उसको चांस नहीं मिला था वनडे सीरीज में उतना नहीं. Like they didn't give him much chance. Yeah, I agree. Like develop him. Again, we don't know how he's going to bowl 10 overs. We know उसका जो T20 strengths मालूम है, 4 ओवर में क्या कर सकते हैं, 10 ओवर हमको मालूम नहीं. तो yeah, I think he deserves a chance. He's done well in T20s. He should have probably been there. I agree. I don't think I disagree, unless there's an injury. I'm not sure why he's not there.
They could have rested Umran Malik. What do you think? Like Umran Malik could have been rested this series for but he's not in the test series, so maybe that's why he's also.
Yeah, no, Umran Malik should play. I don't think he should play all 3 games because I think 2 in one days, 2 T20s. But Umran Malik should play because the more experience he gets, that's good. But you have to be also. It's a fine margin. The rest.
कल तो दोनों बॉलर फाइनल है भाई, सिराज और उमरान तो कैसा भी खेलेंगे कल. कल तो हैदराबाद में है, उमरान मलिक को तो खेलना ही पड़ेगा, प्लस सिराज का तो घर है, तो वो भी एक तरीके से.
उमरान मलिक का अडॉप्टेड होम है, राइट? सनराइज.
वही अडॉप्टेड होम है, एग्जैक्टली.
रांची गांधी, मैन क्या बात है.
चलो भाई निकलेंगे रात में फ्लाइट लेके.
मैं तो रेडी हूँ. आप नहीं छोड़ना चाह रहे दुबई में. बोलो आप सबको कॉन्वर्सेशन क्या था हमला. आप मेरे को क्या बोले कल. इट्स अ गुड डिसीजन दैट वी डिडंट गो राइट नाउ फॉर दिस सीरीज बिकॉज़ दुबई अच्छा है.
Not for this series, for the Sri Lankan series. I was saying for the Sri Lankan series. I didn't say for this series.
दुबई अच्छा है ये वो. मैं बोला भाई पकड़ेंगे फ्लाइट, जाके आ जाएंगे मैच देखे. वहाँ पे घर है, लोग आप पहचानते लोगों को, जाके आ जा सकते. मगर भाई दुबई छोड़ना नहीं चाह रहे. मौसम बहुत अच्छा है, बहुत वो है. तो देखेंगे आगे जाके. If I can convince you, maybe we can go for a game आगे जाके. But yeah, let's see.
Yeah, speaking of looking fresh, Mustafa, you're looking fresh in that cut. Says Vinay.
Thank you very much.
And like because I was saying fresh because Rohit Sharma kept implying that we need to keep Siraj fresh. We need to उसके workload manage करना. He needs to be fresh. हर 2-2 मिनट के बाद fresh था. तो आज मुस्तफा भी आप fresh दिख रहे हो. Bumrah will play IPL. Don't worry. No, I don't think Bumrah's worrying that he's not going to play IPL. I'm pretty sure we all are not worried.
We're not worried about that. We want him to play for World Cup, man.
We want him to be fit. We want him to be fit. Not that he's going to play the IPL and then get injured. Ashish bhai, Babar की videos आ रही हैं पे. Why you telling me to be aware, man? I don't want to see anything.
वो क्या हुआ? पहले मैं सुना कि लीक हो रहे थे, but then there's quite a few news channels who are pretty like legit from Pakistan were saying कि कुछ हुआ, क्या हुआ?
Apparently, he did some texting which was inappropriate, which you call in nowadays. You probably know what it's called, but
yeah.
देखो भाई, मेरे हिसाब से जो वीडियो लीक हुई है अभी तक, हाँ नहीं कुछ था नहीं यार उसमें. उन्हें he doesn't even look like Babar, the guy बेचारा. And बाबर थोड़ा हट्टा कट्टा. ये जो वीडियो में था ना, सिक्का था इन्हें.
इमाम को याद नहीं है तुम्हारे को? इमाम का
कौन सा इमाम?
Imam ul Haq. He also had this he also sent pictures and stuff like that, and that was him. Dekho, look, these things will come and go. Like, I don't know what to. I haven't seen it. I'll be very honest with you. I saw the Imam ul Haq once. I can give you my opinion on that, but this one I haven't seen. I just saw the news. I didn't see the videos or what the context was.
Yesterday in the night also we saw Imam ul Haq. We saw an Imam ul Haq.
No, bro, but the Imam ul Haq also was in a controversy like this, and uske hair photos and things. अब देखो, it works both ways. There's
yeah, देखो जवानी है, आप समझ सकते खो सकता जब जब स्विंग ऑफ सुल्तान में चीला कर सकता तो कोई भी कर सकता है
So नहीं, but like certain things which are not right or wrong, whatever, who are we to judge is their personal thing. But yeah, I just hope I don't know, man, what to say on this. I need to go and see what happened.
Shan Masoon tipped to replace Babar as test
because of the video.
I don't know. I guess tipped तो है. पहले भी Shan Masood captained him in the last ODI if I'm not wrong, as well. Not
in between when Babar went out. When Babar went out in between. Yeah, no, Shan Masood, they're only keeping him for the press conferences and speaking to the media. That's why they're keeping him as captain.
English.
He speaks good English. उन्हें UK का पढ़ा हुआ है जो भी है, तो नहीं आती उसको. मेरे को ऐसा दिख रहा है कप्तानी. And also not more than that, he's not for me he shouldn't be a regular in the team.
Yeah,
I don't think.
And yeah, exactly. He hasn't done much in cricket to actually establish himself as the captain of Pakistan. Rather give it to like a Shadab or like a Shaheen maybe. But why would you give it to Lala का दामाद है यार.
टिम पेन के भी हुआ था, मगर यही है कि देसी माहौल में जब होता और ज्यादा क्या आता, हेडलाइन ज्यादा पकड़ते लोग.
What about Mr. Don chilling with the cricketer? NTR की बात कर रहे हैं. Yeah, I was like, what this guy is saying? मैं वही सोच रहा था. मुस्तफा आगे बोला Don is chilling with Chahal and Shubman Gill and Ishan Kishan and all of these guys with like Mercedes GT. मैं बोला परसों ही तो ने छोड़ा हैदराबाद, फिर एकदम से बोला NTR के दिखता बोल के.
They won the Golden Globe Awards, right? Triple R, for the song.
Triple R.
Can you sing the song, bro? That's a huge achievement, man. Global representing Hyderabad was on the map right now, man. There's a match over there. They're winning Golden Globe and all that stuff. It's crazy. It's wild.
Okay, and coming back to the cricket, अंशुल भाई बोलते हैं कि ईशान मिडिल ऑर्डर में नहीं चल पाया तो उसको ओडीआई टीम से बाहर ना कर दें. निशान किशन को ओडीआई के टीम से बाहर करना मुश्किल है अभी. इट डिपेंड्स. मैं वही बोल रहा था.
नहीं है मुश्किल.
नहीं मुश्किल इन टर्म्स ऑफ कैसा बोल रहा हूँ मैं. अगर लाइक केएल राहुल इंजर हो जाता है एंड स्टफ लाइक दैट, देन वी डोंट हैव एनीवन एल्स अपार्ट फ्रॉम ईशान किशन, राइट. हाँ, अगर केएस भरत कुछ करे, जितेश शर्मा कुछ करे एंड अदर जो विकेटकीपर बैट्समैन है, संजू सैमसन तो इंजरी है तो उसका तो कैसा भी मुश्किल है. तो ईशान किशन एंड केएल राहुल आर राइट नाउ द वंस इन कंटेंशन. एंड अगर मैं जिस तरीके से देखता हूँ, आई थिंक ईशान किशन कैन बैट एनीवेयर यू थ्रो हिम बिकॉज़ ही हैज एग्रेसिव इंटेंट आल्सो इन हिम. ही कैन आल्सो keep his he can put a pressure on the wicket as well.
I'll tell you something also. If Ishan Kishan performs in this series in the middle order, I know Rohit Sharma said clearly he doesn't crisscross squad match, but he will play in that first test match against Australia. If Ishan Kishan has a consistent run, scores the bulk of runs, and maybe potentially gets man of the series.
Because he did hint he likes Ishan Kishan, I think, a bit, right? Today,
yeah, when he said, I think KS Bharat right now is favorite to start in that test series. Lekin if Ishan Kishan performs in this and he becomes man of the series or whatever it is, if he gives a really good performance, I think he will play in that first test match in Nagpur, is it? I think that's where you'll see Ishan Kishan. Because I know he said all that, but formats ka hai crisscross. I'm sad because KL Rahul nahi hoga in this series. Faiz is excited. He's pumped up. There's no KL Rahul. He wants to see the youngsters getting a chance.
I can't wait,
And
man. And कल हैदराबाद है पहली चीज तो. But मुस्तफा एक चीज है, would you place like वसीम जाफर अपना टीम बता रहे थे थोड़ी देर पहले और उन्होंने बोल रहे थे कि I'll take ईशान किशन at number 4 and Surya at number 5. Would you do that?
Ishan Kishan at 4, Surya at 5. Yeah, I do that because like, the
Not a
thing is
major
right now,
difference probably.
the toss up is between what's his name, KS Bharat and Surya Kumar right now because Ishan Kishan is playing. That's what Rohit Sharma said. But I think I play Surya and I play Surya at 5. Yeah, it's fine. Like I think 4, 5, it doesn't really make a
It
difference.
won't
You
make
will
a
go to the
difference.
way. But one thing is that if Surya, what's his name, Ishan Kishan comes at 4 with left-hander, आ जाता है बीच में थोड़ा सा line length का issue हो सकता है New Zealand को. So I would try him at 4 and then see how it goes.
Ashish Bhai says that I am very sad because KL Rahul is not playing. All I would say will मगरमच्छ के भी आंसू होते हैं. ODI में Mumbai connection of what? The Ishan Kishan and Surya Kumar, I think. Yeah, Rohit Sharma. कल हैदराबाद में बच्चियां तो यहाँ है भाई. For Ishan to he might get preferred. Yeah, Ishan should get preferred, man. Ishan deserves to get preferred because भाई जिस तरीके से उन्हें he's banging at the door, he's breaking the door 200 के साथ. चलो बांग्लादेश है, but Bangladesh was not Bangladesh beat us in the ODI series, so Bangladesh was not an easy task. Ishan Kishan deserves to be here. KL Rahul is coming and hogging his seat by becoming a wicketkeeper all of a sudden. After all of these years, he realized that he could wicket-keep again, and India just converting one because they're not giving enough chances to other wicket-keeping batsmen like KS Bharat or like Jitesh Sharma. So Ishan Kishan is one who's getting chances, but not as much as KL Rahul. So KL Rahul is sort of like coming in the way very luckily.
ये बताओ मेरे को, before we move on to fantasy picks and everything, did you see Sarfaraz 100 today under pressure?
Yeah, 66 to 4, and I think strike rate 75 कुछ था उसका.
Great counter attack.
Apparently, I read somewhere that he was given false hope for getting a start in the Bangladesh tournament. सरफराज को बोला गया था कि आपको बांग्लादेश के अगेंस्ट हम खिलाएंगे टेस्ट सीरीज में, तो फिर वो ठीक है बोला, खामोश हो गया. फिर अगेन आई थिंक श्रीलंका के लिए भी कुछ ऐसे ही कुछ बोला था उसको, तो दे गिविंग हिम अ लॉट ऑफ फॉल्स होप. ही सेड देन आपका टाइम आएगा, फिक्र मत करो सरफराज, हम आपको टाइम देंगे, आप जस्ट हैव टू बी कंसिस्टेंट. देन ही वाज लाइक भाई ये क्या है, मतलब मस्खरापना है क्या? तो
but if I'm him, like I would try to be as calm as possible, especially in front of the media, because if you just look what happened with Surya Kumar, it was like that. He was calm. Like of course you could see inside he was upset, whatever. Magar I feel that Sarfaraz thoda sa like he needs to control a bit what he says, just because I don't want him to ruin his chance now. Unfortunately, it is unfair. He should be in the team. There's no doubt about it. But let his bat speak. Keep scoring the hundreds. उन्हें तो लगातार hundreds मार रहा है. आज भी under pressure क्या खेला उन्हें जबरदस्त innings, and he should be in the test squad. I've said this from before. He should be in the thing. But if I'm him, just try to just keep batting, and there's nothing much you can do. Like everyone is supporting you. Everyone wants you to come. The big media houses are saying Sarfaraz should play, and they will be questioned. If India do lose the first test match, there will be questioned, and he might even come in the third test match. But if I'm him, I say as less as possible. I don't give that many interviews unless you're giving to chasing the target, and just play your game and keep scoring hundreds in the Ranji Trophy. That's all you can do, right?
I think it was हुआ था पाकिस्तान का बैट्समैन कौन है यार, थोड़ा वेट जो है, आजम अली, मोइन खान, आजम खान सेड के आई वुड
अभी क्या बोले, आजम अली, मोइन खान सन सरनेम तो एक ही होगा.
हाँ मैं भूल गया भाई, माफी चाहता हूँ भाई. यू नेवर नो आजकल की दुनिया कैसी है. तो आजम खान was saying कि I would pick a batsman who is like a little bit an overweighted batsman, and who's giving you 800 runs, and rather a batsman who's lightweight and giving you 400 runs.
You saw that interview, right?
He was trying to back himself, saying कि भाई weight doesn't matter in cricket. I think अगर मैं 800-900 रन दे रहा हूँ लगातार, मेरे weight से क्या करना है आपको? Because even one of the greatest players in the cricketing world, man, Inzamam ul Haq, we knew how fat he was back in the day, and he used to get shot. जब वो बैटिंग करने आता था, आलू बोल के उसको सताते थे. He used to have a crank face, but man, he also had like 10,000, 12,000 runs in ODI cricket.
So the counter to that was there's a whole article in Cricinfo, it's on the Cricket Monthly basically. It's a long article. You can read it over there. Usme it takes into this interview. Then they talk to 2-3 other players. I think one of them was what's his name, bro? West Indies का जो है Cottrell. And Cottrell नहीं क्या है ना, Cornwell. उन्हें भी है उसमें. And then I think 2 other players, and this woman South African player. They interviewed all these people about their weight and everything. So the counter was they also interviewed a fitness coaches. So the fitness coach said like what he's saying is right. I take someone 800 runs, but he's saying that if that guy is fit or like if he loses weight, then maybe he can convert the 800 to 1,000 because he has the talent. He has extreme amount of talent. That's why he's playing with that weight. But if he cuts that weight and is more fit, then he can make that 800 to 1,000. So he's saying that the weight does pull you back, but I understand where the players are coming from as well. It's some people are big boned, some people are have those issues, weight issues. I completely understand. So for them, they feel that भाई अगर हम run बना रहे and stuff, don't judge, and they constantly judge also. Guys, उन्हें first चीज क्या रहता है आलू ये वो यही होता है, right? Like they get criticized. So I understand where he's coming from, Azam Khan. I understand both sides to the story. You need fitness, but at the same time, if you are extremely talented, which he is, mind you, and is very
See,
flexible as well. Some catches that he takes, he dives around. So he is very talented. Like, yeah, it depends on which side you look at it from. But yeah, I agree that you don't have to be the fittest guy to play cricket. You can still play if you have talent.
Chirag Bhai says Ishan at number 5 because he should have a replacement for him and he will fail in the first match in the World Cup. कहते हैं. He's already predicting KLR's failing. Oh yeah, but NTR. I mean Abrar Bhai in the comments here. He says
Junior
Sarfaraz.
India.
Sarfaraz 100 is amazing. Unfair to have him. Unfair not to have him in the squad. Vinay says it will be very sad for Bharat if he doesn't get picked. Hasn't done anything wrong and has been on the sideline for way too long. Yeah, definitely. He also has because man, KL Rao sabka kha le raha seat. Keep racking them runs, Sarfaraz. Hashtag like you. Hashtag love you. Says Abrar Bhai. Are Don is back. के अंशुल भाई सर ओडीआई में जडेजा को अय्यर की रिप्लेस पे लेते वार्म अप भी होता जाता टेस्ट के लिए यू थिंक दे रिप्लेस
Uh,
श्रेयस अय्यर विद जडेजा
Shreyas Iyer with
बट
Jadeja. Matlab Jadeja will come in, you're saying?
सो इट विल बी लाइक अ वार्म अप फॉर हिम एंड टेस्ट बट ऑलरेडी अंशुल भाई जहां तक मेरे को मालूम है वो सौराष्ट्र के लिए खेलने वाला है द लास्ट राउंड ऑफ रांची वो खेलने वाला है सो
जडेजा
दैट
तो
विल बी
अक्षर की जगह में खेलेगा मेरे हिसाब से आई डोंट नो unless they play all three Jadeja Aksar and Ashwin then yeah
हिज
he can play instead of Iyer because Jadeja can play as a batsman मगर यही है कि उसकी फिटनेस के ऊपर डिपेंड होने वाला है if he's going to play his first match is the Border Gavaskar then I won't risk that I would slowly get him in I won't play him just purely in that position but if he's getting some runs under his belt and with Saurashtra and everything and even for India if he plays a couple of games before ideally against New Zealand, if he could do that, then I wouldn't mind him playing as a in that year role because he can definitely bat. Jadeja is a really good batsman.
Don says Sarfaraz passed the UAE test. Okay, then you have it there as well. Unfair to judge on weight. Yeah, 100%. It is unfair to judge on weight, but modern era के हिसाब से अगर अपन देख रहे हैं, it does. देखो, even if you're an asset on one end of the stick, like let's say batting, you do become a liability in the field at some point. I know you can hide some players, but it's hard also.
Bro, that 2011 team of India, there's so many liabilities. At that time, Yuvraj also was not well, and uska bhi pet aa gaya tha. He was also not fit. He had to like a proper issue, but like Sachin Sehwag, kaun se fit the? They
But
weren't like.
घसे हुए प्लेयर भी तो थे online. Like they knew how to play around with that kind of thing.
But that's cricket fitness, right? Like they knew like, exactly what is required from them and their thing. कर लेते थे उन लोग. So it depends on the player. It depends on. I know like now it's changed. You say that it's more fitness and everything. मगर वो टाइम पे भी दूसरे टीम्स में कितने fit थे लोग. हाँ, AP used to be flying everywhere in that World Cup, and Australia also had extremely fit players. Whether it was Michael Clark or Mike Hussey, Ponting, all these guys were very fit. So I feel that there's still room. You can be a bit lenient on fitness. But to what extent, that's depending on the management as well. I don't know if we're in that position.
एक लाइक हिस्टोरिक विन बोलो या कुछ भी बोलो वुमेन्स अंडर 19 वर्ल्ड कप चल रहा है एज वी ऑल नो रवांडा रजिस्टर्ड देयर फर्स्ट विन अगेंस्ट जिम्बाब्वे एंड उसमें एक शॉकिंग चीज हुई थी कि दे वन ऑफ देयर बॉलर्स they managed to get 4 wickets in 4 balls
Yeah,
and I think it was Henrietta or someone if I'm not wrong I think it was Henrietta who got 4 wickets in 4 balls and yeah Rwanda managed to beat Zimbabwe
that's
convincingly
crazy, man.
and registering their first ever victory. Like, अब देखो तुम कहाँ जा रही cricket मुस्तफा at this point of time. If you're looking, we have Oman playing, Saudi Arabia playing, we have like other different kind of Hong Kong तो खेली हुई है पहले we know that, but future क्या बोल रहा है इटली भी आने वाली है soon कितने के क्या होने वाला है like you think the World Cup will be seeing like 32 teams in the going future अगर जिस तरीके से जा रहा तो like at least in 20.
Yeah, if they want to compete with other sports, they'll have to try and do that. लेकिन it's going to be difficult. It depends on how much these countries invest in their cricket also, right? Kitna paisa dalenge. Not everybody has the money that India has and is willing to invest in cricket. India will put all their money on cricket, no issues at all. If that means they have to sacrifice football or any other sport, it's okay. But cricket things, it depends on also the other teams kitna invest karte cricket mein. Similar to Rohit Sharma World Cup mein, or you can see the change in his reflexes and constant scores. Do you see a change in his reflexes, Rohit Sharma? I don't know. There's a couple of good innings that he played after the World Cup, that one Bangladesh innings and then the one against Sri Lanka. The shots that he was playing, very explosive. And I don't know if there's a reflex issue or what it is. Maybe it is. Yeah. What do you think?
Maybe it might just be like some. I mean, mood change ho gaya hoga. Finally, he looks a little bit happier and fresher. That's for sure. He looks like he's a little bit more into the game rather than what he was looking in the T20 World Cup, जहाँ पे decisions सही नहीं ले रहा था. He didn't know how to sort out his batting in his head. He was trying too much. I think वो चीज़ें थोड़ा छोड़ दे के he's just focusing one game at a time and जैसा moment पे क्या situation है वो देख के उन्हें उसके हिसाब से deal कर रहा rather than preconceived ideas. So I think that's what I feel like different. शार्दुल ठाकुर ओडीआई वर्ल्ड कप जाने वाला है.
देखो, like Rohit Sharma mentioned कर रहा था about Thakur and stuff, because when they asked about either you're going bowling heavy or batting heavy or balance नहीं है, तो he's saying, but that's why we got Thakur into the team, because उन्हें batting भी कर सकता, bowling. We're trying to develop all rounders, not just Hardik Pandya. So there's a possibility अगर उन्हें जा सकता है, मगर again competition बहुत stiff रहने वाला है. If Deepak Chahar is fit, then he'll also be considered for sure.
Yeah. 100%.
मैं ये बस ये सवाल का जवाब मैं दे तो मुझसे comparing two different eras altogether. The template of cricket has changed completely. Kohli brought the transformation, and now everything is about fitness. You say that, but you think Kevin Peterson wasn't fit? You think like Dale Steyn wasn't fit? These guys are extremely fit, man. Just in India, he brought fitness and like he changed India's cricket. But you think the Australian players, England players, these guys were beasts, man. Like if you see some of their training videos and stuff, they were always busy. Just that AB de Villiers, he was extremely fit, and he played in that era. 2011, he was playing a lot. There's so many more names that we can think of, extremely fit players. So I don't think that it's just that. Yeah, now
Michael Clark,
उन्हें कैसा उन्हें fit नहीं है, fit नहीं था. Dale Steyn is one of the fittest cricketers that I've seen till now, bro. He's so fit. उन्हें कैसा आके bowling करता है, it's because of his physique and everything. जबरदस्त fit है उन्हें. So that's my opinion. I mean, Vinay, I know you don't have to agree with me, but that's the thing. I'm not attacking, but like I mean, Vinay always have.
ये सवाल मुस्तफा पूछा था. Was it you or who asked this question? I think I'm forgetting. Mustafa is that he said, I mean, everybody in the chat and watching, Vinay asked this that. And well, actually a good question, because देखो भाई उन्हें 2 matches से तो I think Sherawat has been playing phenomenally well, and she's 18, तो उसको तो आप pass कर दो. But Shefali Verma and Richa, Ghosh, these guys are in the Indian squad. It's like basically bringing Shubman Gill into the under-19 World Cup now. Like let's just say if he's already played India and you're taking Siraj and Shubman Gill and playing in this squad, ये fair होगा क्या? Like people who are watching us and in the chat, let us know. Do you think like Shefali and Richa should play this World Cup, knowing that? People in the chat. No, but Mustafa, let me know what you think.
No, fair. If they're under 19, it's fair. You can play. There's not a problem with that. But if I understand where you're coming from, just a Rahul Dravid made the rule. अगर आप एक बार खेल लिया under 19, आप दूसरी बार नहीं खेल सकते, because there's some people who are 16, they play early, they can play another World Cup. But he said नहीं करना. Now it depends on the team. Maybe they want Shefali to get used to the conditions here in Risha Ghosh, because there's a World Cup in February in the same place, same country in South Africa, the women's T20. Senior women's T20. So maybe they want, if they're looking at from that perspective, I don't mind. Is it fair? Yeah, you could say it's not fair or whatever, but if she's under 19, then it's nothing illegal in that. It's legal, right? Like you're allowed to play.
It's not illegal, but it's just like maybe people.
That's how you want to look at it.
Yeah, people are maybe looking at it more like it's basically अब Naseem Shah को लाओ under 19 World Cup में. He's 19 right now, for example. If he was 18 in a few days, he could have played the under 19 World Cup.
But उन्हें खसाओ.
Yes, 100%.
Do you want Naseem Shah to play and get injured over there while Pakistan have like a tour of England or something like that? No, you won't take that thing. So it depends on the team and how they're looking at it. India are probably saying कि भाई हमने यही conditions में खेलना है, ठीक है. It might be easier for Shefali. She'll probably be man of the series or whatever. But at least she's getting used to the conditions. She's getting used to acclimatizing. Of course, like it's going to be a different ball game when the Australian senior women's team bowl to her compared to what's happening now. But I think it's okay, man. Why not?
Fair enough. I mean, अगर मौका दस्तूर है तो बिल्कुल उसको यूटिलाइज करना और आपके
Whether that helps her or not, I'm not sure. There'll be different levels. It might help her because she's acclimatizing. It might not help her because she's going to play different level during the Senior World Cup.
Moving to the different part of the world, a similar part of the world, but a different league. It's domestic league, which is SAT20. Par Royals versus Durban tha aaj Mustafa. The Rajasthan basically versus Lucknow. And yeah, Par Royals managed to
हैदराबाद में
beat.
मैच और तुम इधर उधर चले आ रहे हैं पूरा दुनिया खिलाते रहे हैदराबाद में ही जाना है साउथ अफ्रीका जाना है दुबई जाना है हाँ? हर जगह जाना है हैदराबाद ही जाना है तुम्हारे
Home is where the heart is. आखिरी में आके दिल पे रोकेंगे तो मैं just
हैदराबाद
clearly
इज
update
ओवररेटेड
देते
फॉर
रहा हूँ.
यू हाँ
Excuse me.
हैदराबाद
Excuse me. But yeah, so but just a quick update.
You and Don, all three of us have not born in Hyderabad. Just a fact, but we're still
Yeah, it's a
Hyderabad.
fact. Yeah, but we still miss it and we love it. So yeah. Par Royals did beat, however, they beat Durban Super Giants, Mustafa, and yeah, Josh Butler got a 35 of 27. Vihan Lube was probably the man to watch out for today in the batting department because he got 57 of 36. And David Miller came in, hit a 28 of 19, where he smacked two fours and a six. Coming to the bowlers for the Durban, didn't show up a lot. Everyone got smacked around. But their batting looked pretty good in the middle. Henrik Larsson got a 50, and Jason Holder was holding up the fort for some time. It did come down to closely to the wire. They lost by 10 runs, but towards the ending overs, काफी अच्छी bowling डाला. 4-2 got 4 overs, 14 runs and 3 wickets, an economy of 3.50. That's insane, man. For a T20, 4 overs and 14 runs, 3 wickets. And yeah, he just smashed it. Then you have Evan Jones who got 4 overs, 32 runs and 4 wickets. So they managed to sweep them. But the Par Royals overall beating the Durban Super Giants. And ILT20 का भी match live चल रहा है, Sharjah Warriors versus MI Emirates, and it's
So I don't
121
care
for
about that. My team won yesterday first Sunrisers, bro. Sunrisers,
yeah.
man.
Sunrisers won
Sunrisers
yesterday.
off the mark. Yeah,
Markham.
sorry, you were saying about the Dubai T20. Sorry.
Yeah, Sharjah Warriors का मैच चल रहा है MI Emirates से अभी, and it's 121 for 7.
Sharjah में match.
मैच शारजा में है. And Tom Cadmore got 55 of 41. काफी slow है ये, मतलब I know
my
it's
favorite player, Cadmore. I honestly didn't know him. Like last year, I think when he told me about him, he's actually a very good player, man. Cadmore, you should watch him first. He's a good batsman.
Yeah, we'll do definitely. But yeah, with that, I mean, that was the ILT20 update right now. Sharjah is playing. We'll quickly jump into the fantasy tips and chips for tomorrow just to see who we feel is going to smash it and kill it in Hyderabad. Shoo. Mustafa, your picks करते हैं for tomorrow.
One each.
1 each, 2 each, 3 each, kidhar each, udhar each, un each, however you feel like.
Tom Latham and Rohit Sharma.
All right, Mohammad Siraj.
I should have gone spinner, man, but yeah.
Go on. You can change it. Let's just give you
no,
one
it's okay.
chance.
बोल दे. एक बार मैं comment में कर दिया, मैं तुम्हारा भी नहीं सुनता.
मेरा भी नहीं सुनते, नको सुनो. Devon Conway and Mohammad Siraj.
Good picks. I like that. Don is
look at this pick. Yeah.
Glenn
and Sky.
Glenn
hand
Phillips,
in hand
man,
जा रहे
like, good form, and he's gonna play in his home ground, man. Potential. It's gonna be.
Imagine these guys come out wearing the orange jersey. All of these guys, how crazy it would be.
It's gonna be crazy if he bats well. It'll be good. He'll get a good taste of what Hyderabad is and everything. I think the crowd should back him when he comes to bat. Man, like Sunrisers need to improve their home crowd thing. जब भी Chennai आता, ये वो सब yellow पहले लेके आ जाते हैं. मुझे समझ में नहीं आता.
Also the ground, man, like back in the day, parking का बहुत मसला था. और parking, you don't get that feeling of a stadium where it's under constructed दिखता. ऐसा लगता है कि भाई अरे बना.
Stadium is good. I like the stadium, but you're right.
अंदर से बाहर से तो बहुत वो यार वो हिचियाँ.
There's a lot of problems with it.
Ashish
Virat and
Finn Allen. King. Finn Allen, Virat Kohli.
Did you see what do you call it?
Gillen Santner. That's a good shot.
Bro, Santner is a good shout. Maybe Kuldeep also. I think you should consider him in the fantasy team. If he plays for sure, he should play. Because Hyderabad is conducive to spin. It's a slower wicket and there is turn on offer. So I think Kuldeep.
Mitchell Santner will be dangerous over there for sure. Mitchell Santner. You have Lockie Ferguson also. In terms of he's a medium fast bowler, but he knows how to variate. Huh?
Apparently, it's going to be 30, 31 degrees tomorrow in the afternoon, so it's going to be pretty warm. So let's see. रात के temperatures क्या रहता है? Do you see dew there in Hyderabad in the
Possibility है यार. Dew का बहुत possibility है Hyderabad में, and yeah, which is going to probably mess with the batsmen. With the bowlers, but yeah, अच्छा रहने वाला. Love the atmosphere. It's all orange down, yeah. South Africa में पूरा orange है. Markham जो फोड़ दिया था परसों कल.
Bro, yeah, South Africa atmosphere. Don is looking at the crowd. He's always looking at the crowd.
He's looking at that looking at 1 million rand. That's it. एक हाथ से पकड़ने का
क्या पकड़ना एक हाथ से तुम्हारे को?
बॉल जी. मेरा बॉल नहीं. क्रिकेट बॉल. But yeah. But so Siraj, क्या बोलते हैं? India, New Zealand, Hyderabad, Mustafa. What do you think would be a good par score for the team batting first?
I don't know. The pitch is going to be, but if it's spinning and then if there's dew, let's say 270, 280 is a good score. We've seen in Hyderabad some big 300 chases also, right? Some 300 games as well. We've seen like I think team batting first will have an advantage if the dew is not there because the wicket will slow down. I remember that Tendulkar great innings. India lost that, but it was like 300 plus score था नहीं उसमें. Did you go to that game?
150 कुछ मारा था उन्हें.
2008-9 में था 150 170 कुछ मारा था उन्हें. It was a very good innings. So,
I didn't go to that game. I watched it at home.
There's another game where Australia came and they hit 300 plus. So there could be some big innings over there. But the last
I think that was the
game
same game. I think that was the same game that you're talking about. Tendulkar did it again.
No. The other game was जब युवराज इन लोग T20 World Cup के बाद आए थे ऑस्ट्रेलिया आके उन्हें assignment. Then Australia again was the last one day. Recently 236 all out हुए थे and India chased it. Just recently, I think a couple of years ago, that was the last one day there.
Anshul Bhai says Smith 100. Today he smacked 100 in the BBL.
For the Sydney Sixers, it was a very good innings, man. वो भी 50 ball में मारा उन्हें. And he's putting his hat in for the limited overs because I felt that after the T20 उसको one day से भी हटाना, but I think Smith is definitely saying कि भाई मैं strike rate के साथ खेलता हूँ. One day World Cup is in his radar, and it's good to see the Australian players back in the Big Bash and playing.
A lot of people are putting it in the hat. Like even like Matthew Short is someone that I've been seeing consistently from the beginning of the Big Bash League. He's bowls as well today. I think got 2 wickets and he smashed a quick 40-45 or something. Matthew Short, Matt Renshaw and पूरे वहीं से आ रहे BBL से perform करते करते आ रहे हैं. Yeah, Australia का बहुत ज़्यादा बढ़ जा रहा like team depth from this BBL. They're getting a lot of players. Labuschagne भी खेल रहा है and Usman Khawaja for Brisbane Heat.
Yeah, the पूरे खेल रहे. Usman Khawaja मैं कल देख रहा था उसको. He started well. He hit a few boundaries and I think the commentator was saying after you play Rabada and stuff, Big Bash is like a piece of cake. But then I think he got out after. But yeah. Mark Chapman will replace Kane Williamson. I think he plays aggressive. It's a good shout. It's between him and Nichols, I think. Whoever gets the place, Mark Chapman does play aggressive. Like Nichols maybe has a bit more runs under his belt, so maybe he's also an option. I think it will be a toss-up between the two, if I'm not wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Kane will play World Cup and retire. Yeah, man. Yeah. I actually hope that gets another trophy. He already has the World Test Championship final. He's played multiple World Cup finals in multiple formats. This guy has been an outstanding captain for New Zealand. The way he's transitioned after McCullum, McCullum is such an aggressive captain, but also a player. He was वैसा player नहीं था New Zealand में जो ball one से ले Bashir, but the way Williamson continued that leadership and everything outstanding, and he took New Zealand to another level. I feel you say that okay they choke and everything, but they still have a trophy. They won the World Test Championship. It's a big trophy, man. World Test Championship is not easy, obviously. Yeah, first one. वो भी आप इंडिया को मारे इंग्लैंड कंडीशंस में तो hats off.
Yeah.
Oh my God, big man in the house. Bhai, MC going to the game. And first of all, welcome to the channel. Thank you so much. We're honored.
MC actually called one player on the show, and I was watching him. Aaron Hardy का बोला था smack BBL में देखो, and that guy has been performing well recently. काफी, I think out of 50 or 60 in his last an innings or innings before this year.
Yeah, expecting a flat wicket. If MC saying that, then let's see, man. He gets things right. He watches a lot of cricket.
Yeah, I'm just coming back for 1 minute.
Anything about Mohammad Siraj's current form and home ground love from Hyderabad? We discussed that. Was really excited. We're also from Hyderabad, but we're not there currently. But Mohammed bhai, thank you for your message. Make sure you like and subscribe. हम लोग भी वहीं से हैं, and I'm very excited. I think his current form is outstanding. New ball control जो उन्हें दिखा रहा जबरदस्त. Death overs में जो Yorkers भी nail कर रहा जबरदस्त. आखिरी मोड में है भाई, और I think playing in his home ground. I think it's the first time he's going to play his home ground for India. So he's going to be pumped, man. I think he'll be excited. Marfa Orfa को लेके आ जाएंगे अगर जीत गए इंडिया तो, and let's see what the if he has some special plans with the teams with the team, like in terms of food or something like that before the game or after the game. But
नीलोफर पिला देना यार, बस नीलोफर की चाय पिला देना, पूरों को सोएंगे नहीं रात
को। पूरा रेडी का उसको मालूम है इनसाइड आउट राइट ऑफ हैदराबाद।
हिल मंजे है
I don't think India will be able to chase if New Zealand score 250 plus. Why not? Why do you think that KL Rahul is not there? Is that why?
And this is not. I don't think this is going to be dead rubber as well. So it's going to be fun to watch. Mohammed bhai, thank you. You just subscribed to us. Thank you so much.
हैदराबाद से भाई सलाम कर दो।
अरे भाई पोरों को जरा बता दो जी, अपने भाई यहाँ पे काम मेहनत करे, थोड़ी बहुत जरा मदद कर दीजिए आप भी, थोड़ा अपने फैमिली फ्रेंड्स में बताइए कि हैदराबाद के ही छे अपन तो कैसा भी।
अरे ये पिस्ता मेरे को ये बताओ, बेस्ट हलीम कहाँ मिलती है हैदराबाद में? पिस्ता हाउस या शाह हाउस या कहीं और है क्या? बेस्ट हलीम कहाँ मिलती है हैदराबाद में?
बेस्ट हलीम
whoever's going for the game, or maybe Virat Kohli is watching us, maybe he can have some halim.
बेस्ट हलीम देखो बहुत ज्यादा आप लोगों के प्रेफरेंसेस क्या है। मेरे को तो शाह हाउस के थोड़े बहुत हड्डियां ज्यादा दिखते। पिस्ता हाउस इज गुड। सिटी डायमंड इज द बेस्ट फॉर मी। सिटी डायमंड की मौत है यार।
What about the best biryani in Hyderabad?
Oh, that's a where's Dr. Foodie? If you're watching, and Dr. Foodie, come out, man. This is your section of the.
I mean, you know, it's part of the whole game, right? Like before the game, you're going to eat something. If you're a fan or if you're a player, whatever it is, coaching stuff. Before the game, you can eat something. Or after the game, you can eat something. So
before the game, कोई नहीं खाता यार। उपल में इतनी ट्रैफिक रहती, गए जब तक। अब अभी I think metro से सारा।
हम लोग नाश्ते में भी खाते हैं। हम लोग नाश्ते में याद नहीं है पॉपकॉर्न चिकन ये वो क्या।
But yeah, Philips versus Siraj.
वालेकुम सलाम सर। अंशुल भाई सिंह, फिलिप्स वर्सेस सिराज, मजा आएगा डेथ ओवर में। ब्रिलियंट मैन। सनराइजर वर्सेस फॉर्मर सनराइजर, ये सवाल है आपके लिए।
As a Siraj fan, how you felt when Siraj was released?
I was fine with it. I was happy at that time. He wasn't informed, so now I regret it. But over here, I have to give credit to Virat Kohli. Virat Kohli is the one who has really backed Siraj throughout, because I'm telling you, when we saw him when he was in Sunrisers, उन्हें पिड़ाता था हर ओवर में 2-3 लूज बॉल रहते थे, but Virat Kohli backed him. He got him into the test team, made him play for India, and then one day T20 में भी उसका improvement हो गया. So of course you have to commend the player himself for putting that much effort, but Virat Kohli का बहुत बड़ा हाथ है,
बहुत ज्यादा मोड़ कराया ही।
555 मासाब टाइम बोल रहे हैं, बेस्ट बिरयानी या हलीम, क्या मालूम है आपको?
हलीम।
अरे शादाब की बिरयानी bro. Don, when it comes to Chennai, I'll ask you recommendations. Why giving me a biryani recommendation, bro? First, what do you think is better, laham mandi in Jeddah or Hyderabadi biryani?
I love biryani, man. I love Hyderabadi biryani.
भाई का कल शार्दुल का कुछ चांस है क्या? The way रोहित शर्मा was saying कि थोड़ा सा चांस है, मगर शायद मुश्किल है मेरे लिए।
नहीं, उमरान खेलेगा कल, सिराज खेलेगा। हाँ है, शार्दुल का भी चांस लगा। 3 बैट्समैन, फिर कुलदीप।
शमी नहीं है स्क्वाड में?
शमी है स्क्वाड में, but I don't think शमी को खिलाएंगे based on the last ODI पिटा होना थोड़ा।
Tell me this, are they going to go with 3 pacers or 3 spinners?
Spinners.
3 spinners. But then Hardik will play as well, right? So yeah, you could do that. Siraj is the only player who plays better for country than IPL. I mean,
so that are you saying that he's more dedicated than other bowlers?
That's a fair point. But was there a performance, I think, not in the last IPL, the one before that against KKR, Siraj killed it in that spell. I think 60 में all out हो गए थे। मैं और Don show कर रहे थे वो दिन, बहुत जल्दी कर रहे थे, because it finished like in 1 hour that game. अम्मी के हाथ की बिरयानी अभी खाया जब, और माशाल्लाह माशाल्लाह, that's the best one, man. Mother's biryani is always the best. शादाब की खा के देखो फिर बात करो, bro.
खा के जी बात क्या? प्लेट
मैं फिल्टर कॉफी का रिकमेंडेशंस आपसे लूंगा बिरयानी के लिए। फिल्टर कॉफी, डोसा और
चेन्नई का है।
Of course, he's born in Chennai, like you're born in Bhopal.
But I lived a lot more in Hyderabad, and I never lived in Bhopal.
So Don also lived a lot in Hyderabad. I'm the only one who didn't live.
So so we have to ask Don की उल्टा इसकी बबरी करेंगे अपन। इन्हें क्या बोला भाई? बोले 4 रेस्टोरेंट।
मैं तो बहुत तो मनती इस आपने बोला तो सब चढ़ जाते हैं मेरे पे. 2 spinners, 3 pacers, 1 all-rounder. So that will become 4 pacers. If Hardik Pandya spin, you can afford to play spin. I think it depends on the pitch, how the pitch is going to play, how the pitch
Pitch
looks
तो
like in the
काफी टर्न
morning.
हैदराबाद की. It is good for spinners, conducive to spin.
I mean, historically, अब कल क्या रहेगा? Name of January है. Will we see a hint of grass? What are we going to see? I don't know, man. Markram कि SRH का कैप्टन नहीं बनता दिख रहा है. क्यों नहीं आपके हिसाब से? Because I'll tell you one thing, Anshul bhai, that Sunrisers team that he's leading now compared to the Hyderabad one, this is Zameen Asman ka farak hai. That's going to be a much more manjivi team. There's going to be match winners in that team. His task will be everything, and already the fact that he's captaining within the franchise, I'm sure he's developed a relationship with the management and everything. There will be similar management there. I think he can lead. The only thing for me is that will he उसका पक्का रहेगा जगह क्या 11 में? That's the only question. रोहित शर्मा भी कब से खेला अच्छा IPL में? He has only played better for India. रोहित शर्मा खेला, मैं बताता हूँ आपको.
खेला भाई. अबे हमारी डेक्कन चार्जर्स के लिए ही खेल रहे.
2009
खेल रहे
IPL.
पूरे डेक्कन चार्जर्स है भाई.
आप गूगल करो KKR वर्सेस डेक्कन चार्जर्स, मुर्तजा वर्सेस रोहित शर्मा. वाह क्या इनिंग थी वो, देखो. लास्ट ओवर में 26 या 27 रन था, आई थिंक. Can't keep Markham as captain because his place is not confirmed. That's what I was like. That's the only thing which is stopping others. I would keep him captain. Ashwin told that if matches start 11:30, there will be no due issue. But the thing is broadcasting. मोहम्मद भाई वही है कि अगर आप 11:30 शुरू करें, मैच खत्म होता है 6 बजे. ऑल्सो लोग आ सकते हैं क्या वो टाइम पे? अगर आप 1 बजे 1-1:30 बजे रख रहे तो आप सुबह ऑफिस जाके लंच ब्रेक करके आ सकते हैं, या 4-5 बजे भी जा सकते हैं आप ऑफिस के बाद.
शॉर्ट नोटिस भी है ना लोगों के लिए. शॉर्ट नोटिस है कि भाई आप अगर आप 1:30 का दिमाग में रख के टिकट खरीदे, फिर एकदम से आप थोड़ा जल्दी स्टार्ट कर दिया, तो बी अ प्रॉब्लम. आई थिंक मुश्किल है वो करना.
Yeah, मेरे हिसाब से like of course you want to get rid of the due. Maybe in the World Cup you could do it because World Cup तो सब छोड़ के आते हैं, but like in this situation 1:30 start is fair enough, man. I think 11:30 then it becomes more like of a day game.
Yeah, थोड़ी वही है कि भाई प्लान करना पड़ता ट्रिप है ना. एकदम से रातों रात आपको प्लान करना तो मुश्किल आता. ऑब्वियसली प्लेयर्स को फर्क नहीं पड़ता, बट फिर स्टेडियम सिर्फ पूछते कि खाली का ही कोई 50 ओवर मार रहा है क्या, ये वो बातें निकल के आते फिर. तो ये आई थिंक नहीं होगा वो मोस्ट प्रोबेबली. Glenn, Brooks, Adil, and Marco foreign players for SRS bullet on. Yeah, that looks like the most ideal thing. So Markcom doesn't fit that four, which will make it hard.
Marco को बिठा के इंडियन बॉलर को खिला सकते हैं if there's, but again yeah, Jansen gives you batting as well.
फिर फजल हक भी है उसके बाद if you want another foreigner.
Fazal Haq, no, but Jansen will give you batting as well, so he'll tip. He'll be ahead of Fazal Haq in the reckoning.
That's true. But yeah, overall, looking forward to a good match. You mentioned 270 का score आना चाहिए. Oh, क्या होगा ये? I think your earphones, or is it my earphones? आई थिंक मुस्तफा का थोड़ा इश्यू हो गया ईयरफोन्स का, थोड़ा स्लो होते गया तो मेरे को समझ में नहीं आ रहा, तो उनको हकाल दिया मैं. बट या थैंक यू एवरीवन फॉर जॉइनिंग अस फॉर टुडेज प्रीव्यू. होपफुली विल कैच यू टुमारो स्ट्रेट आफ्टर द गेम मोस्ट प्रोबब्ली. अभी भी नहीं आ रही तुम्हारी बिल्कुल वो स्लो मोशन में 3 इडियट्स की आवाज आती वैसे आ रही मुस्तफा भाई तुम्हारी. एक मिनट, ट्राई अगेन.
हाँ आ रही.
अब आ रही एकदम वो स्लो मोशन में 3 इडियट्स में फॉरन से आवाज आ रही.
बैटरी वेंट डाउन, माय बैटरी वेंट डाउन.
या सो आपकी बैटरी चार्ज कर लो आप for tomorrow's match. You get charged up and ready to go for tomorrow. We have a last few questions that we can take probably. भाई SRH बेन स्टोक्स के लिए जा सकती थी. अच्छा ओहो भाई आजम भाई आप मुस्तफा के बेस्ट फ्रेंड हो गए कमेंट से. आप
100% वो ऑप्शन जा सकते थे. कैप्टनसी भी ऑप्शन रहती, ऑलराउंड ऑप्शन है. And I agree with that. There's no argument. Ben Stokes is the best all-rounder in the world currently in world cricket, and he's a very promising captain as well, from what you can see in the test matches. मुरली विजय कह रहा है अगर मुझे सेवा की तरह बैकिंग मिली होती तो आज कुछ
मुरली विजय थोड़े और कुछ कांड कराए सचिन भाई. आई थिंक दैट्स आल्सो वन थिंग ही हैज.
दिनेश कार्तिक का बोल रहे तुम?
हाँ बहुत ज्यादा कांड करे उन्होंने, और उन्होंने काफी चीजें. एंड देन चेन्नई सुपर किंग्स में थे उन्होंने अच्छा
खासा स्पॉट. Under the carpet, it didn't really like blow up that situation. And I think hats off to Dinesh Karthik also, like थोड़ा सा is mature in that scene.
Yeah, and also like he got enough
Only
chances in Chennai Super Kings. He didn't perform there as well consistently. उनको चेन्नई से भी फिर हकाल दिए थे तो मुरली विजय फिर I don't think domestic circuit में भी ज्यादा कुछ करे उसके बाद.
उन्हें एक आध उसके आईपीएल गेम्स में एक आध मेरे को याद है जबरदस्त खेला था बट यू नो दैट्स सहवाग की जैसा बैकिंग मिली तो नहीं यार वो आई डोंट नो
सहवाग
लाइक
के से बैटिंग भी तो कर ले, बैटिंग छोड़ दो, बैटिंग तो कर लो सहवाग के
सहवाग इज
वैसे. भाई
अलग
सहवाग
लेवल
was something यार.
Faiz, did you see the Shakira diss track to Gerard Piqué? Did you watch it? Uh-huh.
Something to do with you exchanged
Not only that,
what
yeah, she said that it's like you returned what's it called a Rolex for Casio,
Rolex for a
and
Casio, and
then
then he
Casio,
apparently he went and sponsored his team for Casio now,
yeah,
the
and
gaming team.
Casio also said that our battery lasts longer than your relationship. That's what they tweeted.
बट मेरे को ये समझ में आने इन्हें इन्हें एज करा गिच्ची फिर इन्हें कैसा मुंह होता है और बोलने को. दैट्स लाइक फनी. डीके
डीके पे
पे मूवी बन जाती, इंडिया को T20 वर्ल्ड कप जिता देते तो who would be the
उन्होंने
actor
ऑलरेडी
but
जिता
for
दिया
that.
वर्ल्ड कप इंडिया का उन्हें ग्राम स्मिथ का जो कैच लिया दैट वाज a turning point in India's tournament. It gave them that lift to go into the semifinals in 2007 and then of course Yuvraj Singh
बेन
uh,
स्टोक्स के लिए 15 करोड़ तक गए एसआरएच वाले, लास्ट में 16 16.5 करोड़ों के लिए जाने दिए उसको. वाकई यार 1.5 करोड़ डालना था पैगन, लेकिन क्या
वो
कर
उन
सकते.
लोग किशन के साथ भी वही कर रहे थे 15 करोड़ तक गए
हाँ,
उन्हें
13 14 करोड़ तक गया, 16 करोड़ में
13 करोड़
निकल.
तक उन्हें 15 में चले गया ऐसा कुछ हुआ था उन
तेईस
लोग
में गया
लास्ट
था शायद. नहीं
they
नहीं,
pull
13
out on
13.
the last second you know what I mean bro.
मुरली विजय विलेन होता मूवी में, बेचारा छोड़ दो यार, अपन काफी पर्सनल चले जा रहे वो ऐसे
ये
करियर
सही
पे. वो तो है
है
लेकिन फिर भी
villain
केपी
हो सकता है I don't know it depends if it's Dinesh Karthik's thing like maybe
केपी बिग बैट्समैन होता टेस्ट इंग्लैंड में, टेस्ट टीम में इंग्लैंड के, उसको
बिग
बैक
बैश
करती
नहीं था
तो.
भाई उसके एशेस 2005 में उन्हें जाके
5.
वहां पे एशेस मारा खतरनाक उन्हें और ट्रॉट क्या बैटिंग करी 2010-11 में फेस
या
उसमें क्या इन्हें बहुत बड़ा टेस्ट बैट्समैन था क्या आई इफ यू टॉकिंग अबाउट पीटरसन आई डोंट नो इफ यू टॉकिंग अबाउट
नो
पॉलार्ड
नो,
या
नहीं
पीटरसन
इंग्लैंड को बैक करता है.
वो बहुत बड़ा
या
इंडिया में 2011 में केपी जिताया था along with Monty Panesar and Swan उन्हें कैसा बैटिंग करा टर्निंग ट्रैक पे सेंचुरी मारा 100 में सचिन उन लोग सब शॉक में आ गए भाई इन्हें मार रहा हम लोग को नहीं हो रहा मॉन्टी नहीं खेल रहे इन्हें सबको मार दे रहा वज्जी अश्विन जो भी था तो या मैन लाइक KP is a huge player, massive player, man.
चिराग भाई, I was coming up with the right facts. He said मुरली विजय played 68 टेस्ट दिए और कितना
That's
बैक
a lot.
करते, वाकई that's a lot of time. And I like IPL में भी also had ample amount of starts, but he just didn't turn up and he choked. But where's Siraj Mustafa? Is he in Big Boss right now? Siraj का तो उड़ीस गया यार, उनका off the radar हो
Prashant
गया.
played, I think that Legends tournament, that T20 which was
Road
happening,
safety, the
the
road
road
safety
safety
thing.
wala, someone he was playing there, and then I think during the IPL auction he was there because I think it was in Kerala, so he was in and around that auction, watching that auction, I think, and then now I don't know where he is, bro.
So you have to date with Srishan. But yeah, tomorrow is the match. I know
Yeah.
everybody's curious to know. We'll probably reach them. Try to come on right after. Hopefully, inshallah, we'll come right after the match. We'll try and be there. Probably 10-15 minutes late. I know हम लोग हमेशा late आते हैं, but this time आप लोगों को नई तकलीफ देंगे नहीं.
हैदराबाद में तो लेट ही जाना पड़ेगा कल.
वाकई कल तो लेट आना पड़ेगा कैसा भी. ऑर्डिनरली अपन 10 मिनट बोलते 1 घंटा करते. But I
No,
think अभी.
hopefully after the game we'll be there.
Yeah, so till then, like, subscribe and share. Please share with your friends and families. Anything about Babar Azam leaked with you? I think it's fake, 100% Azam bhai. I think it's fake because
I didn't see
देखो
it,
भाई,
so I can't
मैं जो
comment.
देखा भाई इतना सुक्का और उसके बाल कलर्ड है, वो पुट्टे के ब्राउन
सुक्का क्या
कलर
था?
उन्हें उन्हें सुक्का पुट्टे का जो वेट था, पुट्टे का बॉडी वेट वाज lean, very lean compared to a barber, and brown hair थे उसके, तो he look very fake and very made up.
अच्छा
कुछ
मैसेज
भी
क्या
भाई.
टेक्स्ट मैसेजेस थे मेरे को नहीं मालूम था वीडियो कॉल है
नहीं
कुछ
नहीं, टेक्स्ट मैसेजेस है, बट वो पुट्टे को जिसको पकड़े हुआ ना, आई थिंक थोड़ा वीडियो भी पकड़े उसका. I sent it to you. I think you can see it on your Instagram as we speak, but
I just saw the news I didn't see the
yeah, so that is fake 100%, just to get news, just to get some kind of attention and stuff. But hopefully, like, देखेंगे. अब अपन कुछ जज तो नहीं कर सकते किसको भी.
yeah मेरे को क्या अभी
अपने को क्या करना है. बट अब पॉइंट ये है कि भाई टुमारो मैच है हैदराबाद में. गेट रेडी. इट्स गोइंग फाइनली इंडिया को एक आध दो दिन के ब्रेक के बाद भी ऐसा दिखता है, काफी बड़ा गैप दिखता, बट इट्स been like what 1 or 2 days, 3 days that we haven't seen them play. But hopefully it's going to be a good match in Hyderabad. Siraj going to go guns blazing. Please like, subscribe, and share. Hopefully we will reach you tomorrow straight after the match. Till then, take care, and please again share with your friends, share with your family, subscribe, and definitely we will be trying to getting more guests, more speakers on the show as we progress. Till then, yeah, take care. Good night.